Peter, 31-18 come from behind victory over Jersey this afternoon. We were 15-3 down earlier in that first half. You must be pleased to get the victory.
Yeah, really pleased. Really pleased. You know, our away form over the new year has transformed around. You know, we went and beat Bedford, and to come here to Jersey it's a formidable place. You know, we watched videos of plenty of games, and they've turned over some big teams here. They've got a big old pack, and credit to our pack, 1 to 8, and the subs that came on and dominated Jersey. You know, it's their formidable weapon, and we were able to dominate them there today. And on a lovely sunny day on the island of Jersey, we had a great day. You know, a 4-point win away from home is excellent.
What did you say to them at half-time? Because it was a pretty disappointing first half, to say the least.
Yeah, we had some stern words at half-time, surprisingly. The message was keep hold of the ball. I think we'd made 5 line breaks in that first half and only managed to score 1 try. The other 4 line breaks, we gifted Jersey back the ball. We weren't able to keep hold of it, and so, you know, like a lot of weeks, we create loads of opportunities. The challenge is finishing them off, and you know, we said the confidence to keep playing with the ball, and if I'm honest, we gifted Jersey a couple of opportunities to score, and they took 2 well taken tries actually, but if we didn't kick loosely to them, their game plan was relatively limited in terms of just driving and kicking the ball back to us, and once we'd nullified their drive, we were comfortable. So once we started changing the gears, obviously Brighty, 36 years old, doing his thing. He had a great game. You know, he scored 2 tries, but you know, his work around the pitch, his chasing of kicks, his offloading, his footwork, you know, he's got better sidestep than most of the backs. But, you know, it's always important away from home. Your big players like Mark step up to the plate, and, you know, he's one of those captains. He doesn't say a lot, but he leads by example, and today he did that brilliantly, and then ably assisted by a number of guys in that forward pack that followed him into the battle, and that was really pleasing.
And Peter Lydon had a iffy start. He dropped a few passes early on, but a nice wee inside pass for Matt Williams for the opening try.
Yeah, straight off the training park, and please, you know, we said we'd run that move first up, and Matty went in unopposed, so Pete was hanging on to some positives in that first half, because we had a bit of a joke now about his first 10 minutes. Probably not something he wants to remember. I think he dropped the ball about 4 times in 10 minutes, but you know, as we've spoken about on a number of occasions, he's been very good for us, so we'll give him that mulligan of 10 minutes, and he controlled the game for us nicely, certainly in that second half. You know, his monster left boot down this slope in Jersey, I've never been here before, but it's like Bedford, just put us in some great areas, and then let the forwards take over with their driving more, and Brighty gets his 21st try of the season.
Did you talk about the slope in that second half? Because we certainly used that to good effect today, and we totally dominated the second 40.
Absolutely, yeah. We knew up against it in the first half, playing up the hill, and they had the elements, a bit of breeze behind them as well. So we bogged down a little bit in our own half, and in the second half, it was the role reversal of that, wasn't it? So we spent the majority of the game in their half. Probably could have gone over for a couple more tries, but I'm not going to fuss too much about that for now. You know, just to pick up the win, and we struggled the last 3 minutes trying to get the bonus point, but it wasn't to be. But you can't have everything. I think a win on the road is enough for now.
I know after Nottingham's heavy defeat last night to Bristol, it moves us further ahead in 3rd place. I think we're now 16 points ahead of them. Can we start talking about the playoffs yet?
You can. We'll talk about Doncaster in a fortnight's time, and that's as simple as it gets. I think from a planning perspective, you know, it's maybe something that the coaches think about, but in terms of playing, you know, we got a really hard run in now of games. Doncaster transformed. You know, they won on the road at Moseley last night, so you know they've got some confidence. And then we've got a horrible run of Worcester and Leeds and Rotherham away from home to come at the end of the season. So, you know, some really tough games. We'll take them one by one, but our away form is improving all the time, and that's really important.
I should really focus the minds that tough run, and that we need to go and do the business again. Doncaster Friday night Rugby. Hopefully we'll get a decent crowd as well. Yeah, well, it was very important, you know, like you mentioned, to make the most of Nottingham's loss perhaps last night, to come here and get a win. We prepared well all week, and it was more of a mental preparation to see the Jersey forward pack. Could we be up for the battle? And we were. I was really impressed with our application, you know, barring a few dodgy moments early on. We dominated them there, but yeah, on to the next challenge. Doncaster, good team, some physical guys in their team. You know, we got a narrow victory up there earlier in the season. We're going to have to be hopefully at our best or close to it,
to get a victory over Doncaster.
We seem to do it the hard way sometimes in games, but I'd love to know the stats, actually, the amount of points we scored in the final quarter. What does it say about this group of players? The composure that they show in that last quarter, and also maybe the fitness.
Yeah, absolutely. Tim Harper does a great job with the strength and conditioning side of things, and the stats don't lie. We score an awful lot of tries in that last 20 minutes, and I thought physically today as well, Jersey ran out of a little bit of puff because of the amount of pressure we were putting them under and the amount of work we were making them do in those driving mauls. You can imagine, it takes the legs out of you, and our bench was super strong. Like Mark Lilly and Stewart McGowan are two big guys to come on to play against the tied front row, and they absolutely dominated. They came on, they were creaming the scrums, and Brighty had an armchair at the back of that. Priya Cannon, Chris Walker, we got some big old lumps to come off the bench, and they did a great job for us.
You mentioned it there. I was really pleased for Stewart McGowan because he hasn't had much game time. Obviously, he's been injured for quite a long part of this season, so really great to see him come on and make such a difference.
Well, that's it. To come on and have such an impressive performance. Max Maidman, unfortunately, we've lost long term to injury, so it was important. Stu's been away from us for a long time, and he did a great job. So, really looking forward to seeing him go again at Doncaster, and it's nice for him to get out on the pitch and play some rugby, I'm sure. Now we'll enjoy a weekend together in Jersey.
Just finally, Matt Heek's his 50th appearance came off the bench late on. He was desperate champion of the bit to come on. We're talking about his 50th before the match, so yeah, a nice wee milestone for him.
Yeah, it is. It's just a shame we couldn't get him on for longer. He's a great worker, Heeksy, and credit to him for his 50th. It's impressive stuff. But a 5-minute cameo at the end, unfortunately, today as the last sub on the pitch. But that's the nature of the game. Sometimes you take them all, and to clock up those numbers. And he's been a good servant of the club. He's had a very good season. Unfortunately, he's sitting behind a very, very good scrum half at the moment in Jamie Stevenson. So he's going to have to bide his time and wait for his next opportunity.
I know you're a bit close, so I'll let you go. Well done today.
Thank you.